morning. This will be the third run through this OS FS-61 4-stroke engine. I'm shooting with a slightly different perspective today because on my first two videos yesterday I noticed that it looked like I had, shooting from this side, it looked like I had an exhaust leak around here. So I took the pressure adapter off and I'm going to shoot from the other side here and see if I do have an exhaust leak, or if it was just I didn't have it tight enough. But I mean, the muffler wasn't, or header wasn't rotating, so it had to have been tight. But anyway, this is just kind of a quick run to check for that and maybe attempt to set the throttle stop and adjust the idle. Adjusting the throttle stop at this point. trying to get it to idle a bit lower than it really wants to at this point. So I think for the third tank I've got this thing pretty well set up. So what I was doing initially was I was obviously running at a very low speed, and this screw here where the screwdriver was vertical is the throttle stop. So I was trying to set that so that when I'm on the bench and I close it all the way, it doesn't kill the engine. Now that's not necessarily how I'd set it up on an airplane, but for bench running that's how I set it up. So I wanted to set it up so it wouldn't close but it would reach its minimum idle, just so I could adjust the Airbleed screw, which was the last one I was doing. Now the Airbleed screw operates different than a twin needle carb where you're actually adjusting the fuel mixture. On an Airbleed screw you're actually adjusting the air coming in through that little hole. The default setting is usually to have the screw hole halfway through, and that's a good starting point. And it's just the opposite on how you adjust it. It's just the opposite on a twin needle carb. You will actually open the screw or unscrew it to lean it and close it to richen it. So if you're closing it, you're reducing the amount of airflow in there, thus you're increasing the amount of fuel, and vice versa. So that's what I was doing. I think I've got this thing pretty well set now. It didn't seem to respond to my pinch test like I would like to. Most Satos and other engines I've had really respond to the pinch test where you've got it quite, pretty close on idle. You just pinch it real quick, you should hear just a slight increase in RPM and then it drop back down as you let go. So it's just one of these things where you just go pinch, close, or pinch, open, and you should just hear a slight increase and then it comes back down to where it was. That lets you know you're sort of on the rich side of idle, which is where I typically set mine. But for whatever reason I wasn't really hearing a good pinch test result here, but the tachometer readings were telling me what I needed, and the fact that it would maintain a prolonged low idle also is what I was using to just tell me that I was in the good ballpark there.